Hey YouTube, what's up? Gudak hola hoy to the bang vasas los bonjour mes amis, kedu bawa ni konnichiwa, ni ham sana bonani, jambo habaragani, assalamu alaikum and shalom. Alright, this video right here is beware of the black demon succubus, of black boys and young black men, also known as the modern black woman. Alright, and the idea from this one came from Carol Borella. All right. And Carol is a sister on the channel. Look good in the fro, but she's a sister on the channel. And she get it. And a lot of ideas, a few ideas I got came directly from her. Yes, that's right. A sister, though. She's not a black woman, though. She's a sister. You can call her a lady. All right. But anyway, I refer to her as a sister is because she's part of the family. All right. She's trying to be part of the black family. And not just the black family, but the spiritual black family, as well as the black family based on our melanin. All right. So basically, she used this term a lot when she's talking to people. And I wanted to do a video on it. Um, so that us as black men can really understand what we're dealing with. All right. And Carol is acutely aware of it. All right. So this one is, beware of the black demon succubus of black boys and young black men, also known as the modern black woman. The other reason I put this up is that I noticed that there was a trend out there in the dating market, if you want to call it that, where older women were going after younger boys, right? And this was so much so that the younger boys started killing the older women. All right. And by older women, I mean that no woman's age should be greater than that of the man that she's with. That's out of line, even when you get older. All right. Under scripture, that woman should be half his age, plus 7. I believe that's it. And one of y'all correct me on it if I'm wrong, right? But we're not supposed to be dealing with older women like that. Not older women to younger men. That younger man is supposed to be producing children, not messing with no older woman. All right. Now, you can have them as concubines, but not as wives. But we're talking about older women that's manipulating these boys, that's having children by them, right? Having sex with them, like the lady that was 44 and she was having sex with a 13-year-old, her little daughter's boyfriend. Okay, one, how come her daughter got a boyfriend that's coming sneaking over to the house? Okay, so I guess he was screwing her and her daughter. All right, and so, and this is what this woman is. Now she got off with a slap on her hand, if that even. Well, she didn't get no slap anywhere. She just got probation and registered as a sex offender. All right, and that's what these women are that prey on younger men. And understand that younger men, you are prey. Anytime a older woman come after you using her money or whatever, you are prey. And she is preying on you because you are younger and do not know any better. An older man is not going to want to deal with an out of shape woman. One of the things, one of the things that hurt men is that everything is designed to have us to fail. Black women talking about, oh, we getting jobs. Black women, you are not getting jobs on your own merit. All right. The reason why you get hired first is because it's the white people that's doing the hiring, and they know if they hire you and take at a loss, they will get what they ultimately want is the destruction of the black family and the middle class. But because they know that as black women, you don't do crap for the family, you don't do crap for your man, and as a matter of fact, you hate your man. And since the white man gives you the job, you'll want to be with the white man, even if the black man is doing well, despite not having that job from that particular white man. Like the white collar job, he got a blue collar job, but he's getting paid more than you, the black woman. There's a reason why black women don't want to recognize the authority of the black man, and it's not for the lies that they tell. Well, he's not a good father, because I just proved that in a video before this one. That's a bold-faced lie from the pit of hell. He ain't around. I proved that that's a bold-faced lie. As a matter of fact, they go out of their way not to choose the man that's going to be around. All right. They go out of their way, and that's the guy that they keep from the child. Right? But the guy selling drugs and stuff like that, he could come over all the time. As a matter of fact, they're angry if he don't come over. Pookie and Ray Ray, you need to come see your kids. Right? That's all I gotta do. See him? Yep, that's all you gotta do. And tap this behind on your way out. And that's it. He's set. Pookie and Ray Ray is set. The man that has the hard time, that the black woman gives the hard time, is the very man that she say does not exist. All right? The good black man. So she gives him a hard time, right? He say F it, right? It's not worth it. And it isn't worth it to him. All right, to Pookie and Ray Ray, he has nothing to lose. So everything is worth it to Pookie and Ray Ray. He has nothing to lose. Everything to gain: a place to live, some other man's child support. All right, when the woman is buying Pampers for her baby, she buying him new Jordans. All right, the Pookie and Ray is living larger than that. But the guy that's really getting screwed are these young brothers that the women are screwing now. And they're getting screwed because these women are taking their lives before they even have it. That's a succubus. Hey, let's get them thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And when you subscribe, don't forget to click that bell. My PayPal me donation link will be in the description box. Y'all know what this channel does for the community. All right, so every little bit helps. All right. All right. And Wanda Rose, you know, plotted the Brian Banks false rape accusation. This was Juanetta Gibson's mother. All right. The definition of, well, Juanetta Gibson, all right, a succubus seeks the destruction of men. And since black women seek the destruction of black men, and in many cases they use sex to do it, then you have to wonder if they are the succubus. Or filled with that spirit. They're filled with some spirit, and it don't come from the Most High. If it did, then why else would they be the enemy of a good man? But they'll sleep with a white man who's been the most corrupt thing on earth. They'll sleep with a thug. Oh yes, and they'll sleep with other women. They'll choose other women as the mate, and then a black woman with another woman will try to raise a child. Two lesbians raising a child. And black women see nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, when it comes to spirituality and spiritual things, the only people that see anything wrong with a lot of the evil going on are black men in general. You have a few sisters that stand up and unite with us. But even then, We have to bring them along slowly. All right. And so this is what we have. Hence, this is the succubus nature of the modern day black woman. There was a man on the subway or on the train that killed a woman because she he she he got pregnant. He got her pregnant, but he wanted to have the child. She said no, she's going to get it aborted. So he just did it right there on the train. All right, and then I showed the receipt of the guy that drove from Texas to California to shoot his baby mama because at $161 every 2 weeks he couldn't eat, couldn't live nowhere, working at McDonald's. He was working at McDonald's and she was the manager of a McDonald's. He drove to California and killed her. Now, by the time when she was having sex with this man, she should have been charged of rape, but that's not statutory rape. That's not called statutory rape when a woman does that with a younger teenage boy. And you know he was manipulated. You can hear it in his street. I mean, in his speech. All right. He was like, I mean, the way she was did him sexually, right? She whipped him at 15. So he had a child at 16, 17, 18, 19. He had 3 children that they were taking money out of his checks for. And he went and shot her at 20. All right. And this is just sorry. All right. So Crystalline Carlson at one time said she was more pro-black than Cynthia G. And some of y'all thought that was funny, but was not a laughing matter. Neither of them are quote unquote pro Afro community. They're both pro black women, thinking only from the perspective of black women. One, you can pretty much say that she does not even identify, well, neither one identify as being any part of the diaspora upon looking at them. One, because one prefers those that have enslaved, raped the men, raped the boys, set up policies that even as the community was building itself up, the people that she loves were the main ones that would sit up on top of a hill, and they called it a pick a nick. Figure that out. Pick a nick. That's where the word picnic comes from. And just assassinate Afro-Indigenous people because we had achieved greatness despite everything that they did against us to keep us from rising up. This is what we would call Greenwich Street. People refer to it as Black Wall Street, where they drop bombs on successful black people, so to speak, because that's how they referred to us. They robbed us of history, come to find out why. Because they understood we were indigenous to this land. Yes, that's right, here first. And then they propped up a guy who was a bumbling idiot that was guilty of genocide and massacre. That's Christopher Columbus of the native peoples of this land. That would be us again. All right. So neither women are pro Afro community. If anyone were, they would have a Afro-Indigenous husband, but neither of them do. So I never understood the battle between them. But in appearance, and appearance only, Crystalline Carlson may have had a point in her quote-unquote pro-black statement. All right. And so we do not see women like this anymore. All right. But these women are made to entice. And let's not talk about the ones on the reality shows. The ones on the reality shows have messed up many of women to mess up. That's where they get this succubus spirit from. They pass it through this for all this witchcraft symbolism, such as what this woman is wearing now. All right, then them in their whore's way is calling another woman a whore. All right, and so there it is, right? So basically, we get to the point where I start to have to quote Belle Biv and DeVoe. Never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. All right. And they said, how do you know? He said, me and the crew used to do it. That girl is poison. And uh Belle, Ricky, Belle Biv DeVoe. Yeah, Ricky Bell. He would be singing, that girl is out of my mind. All right. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get her out of my head. Kiss her, miss her, scratch when you're dead. That girl is poison. All right. I mean, even with that funky beat, and that and how they say it, boy, I must warn you. It's a warning. We thought it was a dance song. Little did we know it would be prophetic, that these black women were just going to be poison to good men. All right. So we get them, and in their poisonous attitude, right? They are on TV shows passing this down to women everywhere, to the little girls that like to sit on there and watch this stuff, right? And they pass the poison on that way. That's why I don't allow certain things played on my TV when the girls are home from school. They can't watch this, and they know they can't watch it. If I have guests over and the guests want to watch this mess while the girls at home, I check the guests. All right, this mess will not be played in my house by anyone, but I check the guest. All right, some people might say it's tight, but it's right. Some people like, man, he hard. No, I am experienced what black women have become, especially as a result of this. And that song is right. They are poison, right? And you just can't trust a big butt and a smile. A lot of brothers are in trouble right now because of it. And so, one, we have trashiness, and then we have classy sexiness. And it's like, although I appreciate the feminine body, right? I prefer the woman in the white, that just sexy vibe and stuff like that, with that nice sexy robe on. Black women don't know how to be sexy anymore. They too busy confusing trashiness with sexiness. And they don't understand. They don't understand how to be sultry, feminine, because they gave their femininity up to try to be like the man. All right? They don't understand what love is. They don't understand what sensuality is. And so long as they're being trained by other ratchet women, all you're going to get is ratchetness times two, and carry on and so forth. The other part of that is to get the men to where we have no manhood left. Either we become like this dude or like some simps. All right. And if you notice in Hollywood, the ratchetness, and there's a lot of stuff shows that's, if you ain't a gay black man, they don't want you on them shows. And they make sure they have one or two on every show. All right. So this is from the Urban Dictionary. Succubus, one who leeches on and eventually consumes the very essence of a man's soul, leaving an empty and shattered shell of what once was a free and ultimately superior human being destined for greatness. You ever notice that these athletes, a lot of these athletes go in already owing back child support and stuff like that? Remember what I told you about how black women don't want to be judged, right? But they quick to bring a black man before a judge to get that money, to get off his hard-earned money. They don't want a relationship with him. They only want to bleed him of any possibility of a happy life or providing a happy life to anyone, to include them. They think they're doing this to prevent it from anybody but them, but this also precludes them. Definition 2, also known as a itch, heartless whore, evil slut, or lying bunt. We'll say that. The evil spirit of these heartless creatures is almost invisible at first sight. However, after a few months, one could find himself with no money, no friends, lack of hobbies, little or no sense of reality, and or self-respect. How many of you brothers find yourself in this situation dealing with these black women? All right. These evil demons begin their hunt at age 14 and continue until they have successfully stripped one man of all his pride. And they will advertise that that's what they're trying to do. They will advertise this. Let's not get it twisted, people. In the Urban Dictionary, it gives this as an example. That ucking succubus destroyed my respect for women, said Jimmy. I just want to get laid now. All right. Remember how we was taught to view the woman from behind? That's a sign of no respect. All right. You see all these pictures that I put up in the last couple of videos, all these dark women, right? Serena isn't the only one with a shape, and Serena is passing the feminine look. She's past feminine, right? Now, they gave a bunch of hashtag gold digger, hashtag leecher, hashtag heartbreaker, hashtag self-centered female, ignorant backstabber. All right. And so basically, for the black women that look at this, all right, this one I don't have a lot of stats and stuff up, so you can argue with that, argue these ones all you want, but there is no respect for black women, and no one thinks that it is even safe to be with a black woman, not only for disease, but how destructive they are to good men, how uncaring they are to good men, how much they love evil and evil men, and the most evil man on earth, if they had a chance to just lay up with that evil white man, we're talking even about the racist white man that who says he wants to kill black men. These black women will go lay up with that black man. because they are just as much an enemy to the good black man as that white man is to the good black man, right? But black men, we got to understand this, and we got to watch these women, and we have to stand on some kind of principle. Yes, I'm for black men first, because black men, when we get ourselves right, we take care of all that choose to be with us, whether it's children, whether it is a lady. We take care of that, right? This is why I don't cater to black women. I don't cater to their issues. One, they're the cause of their own negative issues. They're also the cause of the destruction of the black community and the good black man. I know they don't want to see it that way, but the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. With that said, I'm out. Yes, that's right. My final thoughts: the wall awaits, and so does judgment. And it starts with us, brothers. With that said, I'm out.